Hey, this is Eddie from Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift. I just want to talk to you about the donations. Thanks, everyone, for donating. Please keep it up. We need your donations to keep the show rolling. You can go to our website, which is jimandeddytalkshit.com. Go there, donate. $25, you get a signed poster from us, the whole gang. $50, you get a signed poster, t-shirt. $100, you get our DVDs, t-shirt, poster, and
have we ever had $100 one?
Yeah, we've had hundreds, and we've had $500 to get Jason to sing a song about you, which he did for Milan. And your song is available on iTunes now.
It'll be up this week.
Yeah, Jason.
Eddie's World is up right now, though.
Oh, he wrote a song about me too. Great.
How many do these sell? These songs?
Oh, about 15 or 20.
Okay,
That's good. All right, entrepreneur, you. And $1,000 you get to come to the show. So do that. Also, make sure you go to our Facebook page. You can get there through our website, which is jimandeddytalkshit.com. Most importantly, go to Stitcher. Download from our website, Stitcher, or get the app on your smartphone. Use the promotional code Jim and Eddie. That really helps us. Put in Jim and Eddie. Even if you have our website and even if you have us already downloaded through iTunes, just go there. Go to Stitcher, download it, and put in Jim and Eddie.
Has anyone ever done that?
Helps us. Luke is here for us. Does anyone ever do that?
Yes.
Well, we'll have Luke on for the show. All right, let's get to the show. We got a great guest. We got Mike Carano on our show tonight from Love Lines and all kinds of stuff.
I want to do Love Line again.
Okay.
You should.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's start the show. Can we fucking start the show?
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Jim and Eddie Talk Shit. This is Jim Jeffries. I'm here with Eddie Ift. Eddie.
Hi, we're at the Rape Cottage right now. Got a great guest tonight. Everybody's here. Jason Hour's here, drinking Guinness. That's what we need, is Jason drinking fucking Guinness.
Luke the albino is here.
Luke the albino is here.
Sit down, man. Yeah, Luke.
Luke the
come on.
albino, who does all our analytics, takes
Sit
care of.
down
I don't
here.
even know what
Sit,
fucking
please.
analytics are. Lalit, Machete, Ray, everyone's here. Roy, I got to call him Roy, our intern Roy. Luke the albino, question for you. Is anyone listening to our show?
Right now, yes. In about 30 minutes, I don't know.
What do you mean?
People tune off after 30 minutes, which I find very upsetting because sometimes we don't hit our straps until about the 40-minute mark. There has been some episodes where the last 10 minutes has been the funniest by far. And people tune off at about 30 minutes.
You know what? Our 50th episode is going to be not a best of. We're going to do a show. We're going to record a show, but we're all going to talk about our favorite parts. And then we're going to cut in clips of our favorite parts. It's going to be a 2-hour-long episode. That's going to be our 50th. So some of that shit that they've missed will be on there.
Well, that's really enticing them to listen now.
Yeah.
When is your 50th?
Our 50th in like 4 or 5 more episodes, right? Yeah, we've hit 50 episodes.
Who has to take on that burden of cutting the show together?
There he is, right there, Machete.
Machete does
And
that.
more important than that, like, I don't know, this is like a Thursday show or something, but as we're recording this, tomorrow about noon, we'll hit our 1,000,000th download.
Don't you like how he knows
Yeah.
the millionth episode?
About noon.
About noon.
How do you know
whatever,
that? How do you know that, Luke?
Because we've had pretty regular numbers like last week or so. So
Are we,
Your projections.
are
tell
we
us.
still going up or are we plateaued? Do we go up even a little bit?
we're going up. Yeah, we go a little bit week over week. We took a little bit of a hit for 4th of July. People on vacation.
Most importantly,
Oh,
though,
yeah,
Luke,
yeah,
does
yeah.
your penis look like a lightsaber?
No.
Lighthouse.
Like a lighthouse.
That's right. You've only seen my pubes.
I haven't seen your pubes.
Have I seen your pubes?
For when we were in Mexico.
I made you
at
show
Puerto
me-
Vallarta.
I made you show.
No. Sarah, Eddie and I did a radio show together, and the host.
I haven't seen your pubes. Show your pubes.
Show your pubes. Come on, let's see them.
Just duck them down. Let's put the bush over the top. I can imagine what they're going to look like, but I have to see.
Really?
Yeah. You're a lot
What
more.
a sport. Not only does he run the entire back end operation
let me-
of Scrappy
I have
Productions.
to walk around because
And he's a
little too eager at the camera.
Watch out for the wires. Watch out for the
And I'm
wires.
not joking. Luke is a true blue, or I should say true pink albino.
I'm about to tangle
You
myself.
you have, what is it? How do you, what's the-
Albinism, yeah.
Albinism.
Albinism. It's a,
Simonism,
Is it
Theodorism.
yeah. You
That's
get
funny,
you get
Jason.
two white people that have sex. It's an
Look at him.
it's an algorithm.
He's standing with his back to the camera because he got it. I've never been flashed by a man like this.
Do you have any
before.
other relatives?
All right, come on.
Don't you want me?
Everyone be quiet. Come on.
Haven't all your
here we go.
relatives seen your pubes?
It's even weirder with
There,
the
oh, there they are.
Are
There they are. There, yeah. That's some
And everybody
white.
leans forward, which is what happened last time.
That's some. That's
I
some
didn't even
white.
get to see
No,
that.
no.
I don't care though.
Let me see because I have
You can show me later.
I have an albino's testicle.
Oh, no, that's a little. No, that's like the thing that when
I
you have
saw
a pet,
it.
when you have a pet snake and you go buy the little pinky mouse to feed. That's what that looks like.
Hey, Luke, do you know any albinos that dye their hair?
Yeah, actually, my sister.
Do you know
did.
any that die?
You've got a sister that has albinism?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when she was in high school, she did it to just to like fit in, and like she said,
What, she
oh,
became an albino to fit in?
no, she
What
ran
type of
away.
high school did you go to?
She did. She denied her kind.
Wait,
It's like ultimate goth, right?
so what color did she dye it?
It's just like a little bit darker. It's just yeah,
Okay.
A little bit darker than white.
yeah, yeah,
So
a little bit more blonde,
she dyed it off white.
yeah. Like
Mother of pearl. She went for.
it's like the walls in your room.
How much sunscreen do you go through?
I just stay out of the sun.
Yeah, you're like me.
It's like we're
I'm no
fine.
different to you. I just stay out of the sun. I just burn. There's no.
How far away from albino is Jim?
I'm only white hair away.
No, he's a little pale.
I'm pale guy.
He's actually pale for living on a beach.
Yeah, but you're also pale because you've stayed away from the sun.
No. When I was look at my arm here. God, sitting up so hard. See that? How I got a freckle line there.
You're right.
That is from getting sunburnt once when I was 14.
Wow.
And I got third degree burns all over my face and shit. Like was weeping. Like I just burned. I could put up with in high school people going, why don't you just sunbake for like 5 minutes and see what happens? No, I just burn. There's no tanning. I've never had a tan line.
Luke, have you ever had a tan?
Never. I've gotten a lot of sunburns.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah, the nasty blister
And,
ones.
but yeah, the blistering and all that. And once it happens, you just like this. Fuck it. I just don't go in the sun anymore.
You know what
Fuck
I like?
it.
The two Mexicans in the room are really bored by this conversation.
Yeah. But we can talk about things that they've never had.
They're like really pro.
Has either of you had a dad in the house? So we've all got our hardships.
Is there any advantage to being an albino?
Yeah, you're kind of like the novelty fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
How often does that happen?
I get texts from him all the time when he's like, I'm with this girl and she says I've got to be, she likes me, but I've got to be more aggressive. And I just type back, rape her.
Do midgets get that too?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they
He's
get that
fucked
lot.
a midget.
You did? Oh my god!
Yeah.
Did leprechauns and unicorns come out of the fucking closets when that happened?
That is weird.
It was like a prophecy.
So no, we don't say midget. We say dwarf. We've gone
Dwarf.
over the last one. So
Eddie,
you fucked a dwarf.
Did you guys drink at the Star Wars bar before you?
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, tell me though. Where did you meet
Oh
the
no,
dwarf?
no, wait. No, I cannot go into this. I'll get in so much trouble.
I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
She's my friend.
Yeah, I like that because it could be any number of dwarfs, and you don't want to. You know what I mean? Like what's happened here is he's fucked about 4 dwarfs, and he doesn't want to tell the story. And the other dwarfs to find out.
That's true.
Was it sleepy, dopey, grumpy, or sneezy?
Bashful.
Bashful.
There was a little people convention in my neighborhood last week. 20,000.
We were there.
We were
Who do you think the comedian performing
God, you're right.
at the Little
Yes,
People convention was?
We talked about this.
I
on
should
the
have known that,
We talked
yes.
about this on the last episode. Jim performed on it, and we all
In Anaheim?
and we went for research.
Did you wear the Snow White outfit?
I didn't know where you this is the podcast.
I think Brad Williams told me you were thinking about doing that, or one of you guys was mentioning it.
I wasn't going to wear it.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
It was. We went there thinking we were going to get a lot of laughs, and it turned out to be kind of sad. And
It was enlightening.
No, it wasn't
actually.
sad. It was quite nice. The talent contest. I walked into that. Begin with, there was a 2-year-old dwarf rapping, and that I had to hold back the laughs on that one. And then there was one that played the piano so
Oh my
fucking
God.
well.
and
like
it was the rapper was Little Wayne.
Yeah, and like a concert pianist was playing, and you think with those little fingers and a short arm span, but fucking outrageously good. And then there was like a little girl who sang like Taylor Wayne or whatever.
Taylor
Swift.
Taylor
Swift,
Swift. Taylor
yeah.
Wayne's a porn star.
I don't mean to be inappropriate, but did it sound like
Sing.
Was
sing.
it odd?
No, it was
The
like
laugh?
that. It was just
Jason,
kinda
sing-
like-
Sing how she sang.
It was like that. It was like
Sing
that.
the song. Sing like.
I don't know. How did the song go?
Just sing-
I don't know. I don't remember how the song went.
You were there too?
Yeah, it was awesome.
I brought along all the tallies.
Yeah.
Was the laughter odd, though, with the different voices?
We wanted to bring Gulliver for them to be afraid of and maybe tie Jason down.
But was it, you know how they have different voices a little bit? Could you tell? Did it sound like a bunch of sheep?
No, there's some that have got the normal voices. Like Brad Williams got a normal voice.
Yeah, you're right.
You wouldn't know, you know what. But then there was a guy who came up to us afterwards who was like, I thought that was brilliant.
Oh,
And
he was like high pitched Eric from the Howard Stern show.
Yeah.
And he started talking to Jim with this high voice, and I wasn't laughing at his height. I was laughing at his voice, and I had to turn around. I could not look because he was like,
Did you think they were fucking with you at all? Like, watch
Well, I
this.
tell you what, there was one there. I mentioned on the last podcast that was one that I thought was an asshole. There was one that didn't really talk. That was a bit of an arrogant little shit as well. Which was like they all have like their little go-karts that they drive around, their little electronic seats. There was one in a red one that was sort of like a half black person. That was, you know, the one that was that Tanya Lee Davis introduced
girl?
her to. It was like a girl.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
It was
about.
just like a head on the cart. There wasn't much of a body to it.
"Oh, she looks like Quentin from Australia."
Quentin from Australia. And she just was the most arrogant little fuck. She was just driving into everything, driving around the front of everything.
Quentin's arrogant too, but the Quentin's this little guy that lives in Australia. in
He's got a
Adelaide,
different thing. His
Australia.
bones are very
He's
brittle.
got brittle bone disease, and he was only supposed to live to be like 4, and now he's like 40. And he's like in the film business, and he tells people to fuck off and gets drunk all the time. And I actually like him. No one else likes him, but I
Well,
love
Quentin
him.
started off on Australian TV as a child. He's about the same age as me, I guess. He started off as a child on TV, and he was in with one of the newsreaders, and the newsreader used to ask him at the end of the week, so what did you think of all these stories? I don't know, the government could do a lot better if they just put the money researchers into, that type of bullshit. Well, yeah, good, retarded kid giving political views, right?
But he became a prick later in life because he had outlived his life expectancy.
He outlived his life expectancy. He was a bit of a celebrity.
But wouldn't it go the opposite way? Like
And
you'd
now-
be more thankful, like I'm still here?
And now he becomes friends with Eddie all these years later.
Yeah, I was making fun of him on the radio. I had all these jokes about him because I saw him once. And I said, whenever I go to a city, whatever city it may be, I go to see the iconic structure of the city. Like in New York, you go to the Statue of Liberty. San Francisco, you go to see the Golden Gate Bridge. Paris, you go to the Eiffel Tower. I said, in Adelaide, it's a little more difficult because yours moves. I go, but finally yesterday I saw Quentin. And the audience laughs because they're like, oh, fucking Quentin, yeah. And I kept doing it on the radio, and I was talking about him. And all of a sudden, he calls into the radio station. Adelaide's such a small town. The woman on the air goes, Quentin, where are you? He goes, oh, I'm down on blah, blah, blah street. She goes, oh, you're 2 blocks away.
7-Eleven.
Come up. So I'm like, oh, fuck. Now I got to confront this guy that I've just been making fun of on the radio. And so he wheels in, and I had never really seen him. I'd only heard of him. And when he came in, I just burst out laughing. And I was like, holy, because I was like, what? I can't.
Shook his hand,
I can't
broke 20
retract-
bones.
I can't retract it. But I have to give him credit. Quentin, he heard my joke. I used to do a joke about wearing a Superman outfit in a wheelchair. And Quentin shows up at my show that night wearing a Superman outfit.
Nice.
Which, again, we saw one. Remember
That was the one, the little rude one.
She wasn't arrogant.
The one that was driving around during the comedy show just through everybody. Like, it's one thing when you're a dwarf, but when your dwarfism is so much worse than everyone else that the other dwarfs feel sorry for you. And she was playing that card.
There's definitely levels there because I saw some of them. I talked to some of
200
them.
different types.
Luke,
Yeah.
Luke, if you went to the Little People of America convention, would that have been kind of like a swingers convention for you?
You know what I like about that? That's one place that would still make fun of Luke.
It would have been, it would have been like, it still would have been like I was crashing. It would have been better if like an albino convention and
Now,
a
is there such thing?
Albino convention, tell us more.
And when are we performing there?
Yeah.
It was excellent.
My supreme white jokes are going to go great.
Do you know albino couples?
Oh yeah.
The invisible children.
I love how you ask that question like they're fucking regulars. Of course they got to marry likewise people. They can't stray from the pack.
I'm an idiot. I'm a complete idiot.
Yeah. I actually
I know
have,
nothing.
I have an issue with that because it's sort of like then you're making sure that your kid has albinism, which is sort of like I don't know if I'd want to commit somebody to this.
No,
ahead
you'd
of
rather
time.
do
Is that
the
what
flip
happened?
a coin.
Do they? Is that how it works?
Yeah,
Is it?
2 albinos guaranteed to make an albino.
Really?
Not invisible?
What about
I thought it was I thought it was a porthole
wait
for
a
the
minute.
future.
Wait a minute. How do we make an albino midget for sure?
Two
I was
albino
trying.
midgets.
Two albino
Years ago.
midgets.
How do we find two albino midgets? Or do they exist?
We got to start with the midget.
We
No,
want to breed.
and
Can we
And
stop
you
with
know
the
what? You know what?
Seriously.
We put him in that little room.
master race.
Can we stop with the M word?
so-
Seriously.
Got to be a black albino midget.
And
Oh
then-
shit! It's the Guinness.
Oh wow.
Yeah, say
Well,
dwarf.
Again, it's the words dwarf. We learnt that.
You should adopt that person if you ever meet him.
Or if
It's
it's
Eddie's
girl,
bad influence on me.
or if it's girl, you're supposed to say mini chick.
What?
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 Mini chick.
Mini chick?
I got corrected.
You can say mini chick.
Yeah.
What's the proper
You
term
can
for
say
albino?
anything, no
Albino?
one-
I like
Whitey is not right.
No, but I'm fine with albino. But
Pink eye.
Yeah, sometimes I get all politically correct.
No, hang on. I'll get it.
Person with albinism.
Lighthouse cock.
Powder? Is that insulting?
Powder.
No,
Ghost.
at the conventions we
The
always,
invisible man.
at the conventions we always just
White
get
out.
drunk. We get drunk and we go
Liquid
looking-
paper.
Negative.
Wow, he does step on jokes.
The pale man made fun of the pale man.
Yeah, I know. That was a bit of white on white crime. yeah. You never hear of that.
So if you two fuck, you'll have an interrupting albino.
Come on. Let the albino get his joke out. You were saying, Luke?
Well, no.
Sheethead.
So I wait, so I'm like halfway swallowing through a Modelo.
Ku Klux Klan.
No, at the convention, sometimes we get together, get drunk at night, and try to look for albino porn.
And then swim through flour.
Albino porn
I've
just does not
never
exist.
looked up albino porn.
It doesn't
What do you mean you
exist.
try to look for it? You haven't looked before?
No, haven't you ever seen like that white noise?
Is that what Luke masturbates to?
That's albino porn.
They're here.
Yeah, Poltergeist must have been like a fucking bit of kiddie porn.
Do you
for
ever get? Do you ever get horny and just fuck mashed potatoes?
Hey, Eddie. I wish I'd.
bad.
We lost 1,500 listeners to
I
that
wish
joke.
Sounds good
Yeah, but
right
we
now.
gained a few more.
All right.
We didn't want those 1,500 anyway. Those white lovers.
They're all both listening to Rogan. now.
Okay, if you could be any color, Whitey,
Have you ever heard us do this on the show where we ask if you could be any race?
any race
other than what you are?
other than extreme white.
I would have to be like black and extreme black.
What is your race, by the way?
A little bit of French, a little bit Dutch, and a touch of Cherokee.
Really? What?
Yeah.
Touch of turkey.
Yeah. There's a whole part of my family tree that he got excommunicated from the family because he married a Cherokee woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so who's the albino? Is there
Is
somebody in
that
your
curse
family?
living through your skin?
We don't.
When you get a belly full of firewater, do problems break out?
I turn red. I get Asian red for being.
Who's the albino in the family?
It's just me and my sister. We don't know where the albinism was. Up in
Somebody
the tree.
fucked somebody
Yeah,
that didn't
yeah.
tell somebody
Oh,
that that's what was going on.
Are you guys twins?
I think your mum.
No,
fucked
but
someone.
my brother and my sister are, and my brother is not an albino. But
Oh, so you got one half of the twins is albino and the other one. That's interesting.
yeah,
And what's
although
your,
they're fraternal.
and,
so-
and what do you call the other brother? Lucky?
Darky.
no, he complains that he's short, and I'm like, dude, you're a pilot. Enjoy it.
He's a pilot?
Yeah, I can't.
He's got a black box. I know. It only works with a girl. Fuck it. Fuck mashed potato.
50, another 1,500.
Oh, we have a guest here tonight. It's Mike Crone. We haven't even talked to him, and I thought the
You
best
don't need to. This is enjoyable.
I know, but the best way to introduce you is maybe through an hour of power. And Jason does this thing. It's his segment of the show where he does the hour of power, where Jason told us in an early episode when Jim was going to quit the show that he would do the show by himself without Jim because he might not have the fans, but he has the talent. Now,
He didn't
some
say
of-
he has the talent. He is the talent.
he is the talent. Now, somebody wrote in, a guy named Jason Klessel wrote on our Yahoo account, which is jimandeddy@yahoo.com, and said, love the show, guys. I have a few ideas for intros to the Jason Hours Hour of Power. I think this guy wants to write for us. So he gave you a bunch of intros, Jason, to introduce your segment. He said, here's one I like. Let's get ready to mumble.
Let's get ready to mumble. Let's get ready to mumble.
Let's get ready to mumble.
Wouldn't it be?
Yeah, but then-
bad idea.
There's a
You
song
wrote
in
that.
Britain called "Let's Get Ready to Rumble."
Yeah,
where
but
they go,
he's
"Let's
doing
get
like the
ready." I
Tony-
know.
yeah.
All right, here's another one he gave you. From the man that knows everything about nothing and nothing about everything, Jason Hour.
That is good. That's quite apt.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that's
I
good.
like that. From the man who knows nothing about everything.
Let's get
I
ready
like
to
this
mumble.
one. Ray didn't think this was good. The intern didn't think this was funny. I think it's funny. Everyone's favorite fat lesbian, Jason Hour.
Fuck you, Roy.
Roy didn't find it funny.
Oh.
I
Fuck
didn't
you,
like
Eddie.
that. Well, the reason I didn't think it was funny was because if he was a fat lesbian, his wife would have stuck around.
Exactly.
Ah.
Did you give him a microphone?
Here's a
No.
good, here's one.
Take that out.
Recorded live from the rape cottage. Our head rapist.
I want to do one.
All right. We should hire this guy.
From the man who put in Jump the Shark.
Oh, no shark comment.
Guaranteed to be worse than last week's.
You know what? I had the best one that I actually came up with. I thought.
What is it?
Something like never.
Had a job.
No. It's like something never something.
Got laid.
And then
Being
always,
kissed.
but always uncomfortable.
Just keep on saying never. Me and
Just
Eddie
say
will.
never. We'll fill in. Yeah, Mike, jump in if you have
So
any.
Jim was
Now
going
for
to quit.
the hour of power, never.
Jim was going to quit, and then you were going to quit by de facto because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
quit,
keep quitting.
and then you're just going to be the
They've
lone
quit
dude here
like twice, 3 times now.
because of boredom or because of the
Hey,
obligation.
we want to make money. We're sick of holding Jason
and
afloat.
we don't get enough donations.
Do you
We
live
don't get
here?
enough donations.
No, I'm
It's a
not.
lot of work for very little profit
nothing.
because basically
We're in the hole.
I only get like 1 or 2 days off a week when I'm home. You know, the rest
Yeah.
of the time I'm on the road, so it feels like a bit of a pain in the ass. But we like doing it whilst we're doing it. It's the setting up and the putting it on the internet and all that stuff.
Don't you love
You don't do?
Just thinking about it.
It's like
wears
Jim,
him out.
it's like Jim sitting back and saying, "Oh, all the promotion I do."
No, but you know,
I
out
get it.
there
I
in
get
the
it.
street plugging it.
the guilt.
It's a commitment.
The guilt
I
I
get it.
feel from these people who do work is fucking horrendous.
Jim Racing, like, maybe I should just quit the show.
No, I wrote a joke because one time our ratings went up, and the albino sends me an email that goes, it's gone up, and he puts a spike on this graph. He goes, because Eddie Ift is funny is the reason the show's popular. I said, well, maybe I should just fucking quit then. Like, why would you write me a letter basically saying you're not as funny as Eddie, and here's a statistic to show.
Did you really do that?
Yeah.
Did you added a graph?
It was
Like, here's the proof.
Okay, he gets
The
on
heartbeat
he gets
thing?
on he goes on other people's shows and like mumble. Oh, and I do the podcast.
Don't you know?
But really, like I just
you know, it's-
like and Eddie gets on. He has Adam Carolla, like Jim and Eddie talkshit.com. Like he hits
I'm
the
not
plugs.
good at promoting.
I know, but
Dude, look, all you got to do, get the albino on your team, and you have the power to take over the world.
He's already on
Harness
my
that.
team.
Obviously not.
I have another one. He's just hiding in the wallpaper.
He's in the bowl of sugar right now. You just can't see him.
Yeah, I got a lean, mean fighting albino.
he's got a midget
machine.
albino.
Honestly, if we put you under the big lights that we use to light the room for the
Lily could do a white balance.
could we, if we turned off the lights, then would you glow?
No, but you know what I used to do is
To
I
the
used
extreme, you
I
walk
used
him
to
like a vandal.
I used to put Tide in my hair when I went out to like clubs and stuff because the black light would pick it up. Same like a t-shirt.
That's more creepy than cool, though.
What's
that
Tide?
weird?
What's Tide?
Detergent, laundry detergent.
You'd put laundry. to
Powder or the
But-
liquid?
The liquid.
That had to burn, right?
No, just a little bit. Like it's just
Not
enough.
like the sun.
No, it didn't. Not that much. Just enough so it would pick up the black light would pick it up.
How'd you know it did that?
Another albino told me. At a convention.
I gotta go to one of these
And
meetings.
now, more albino secrets.
I would love to be in that conversation where it's like, hey, you know when you're in a
Check it
nightclub and the black light picks up your hair? Oh, do I ever? It's the bane of my existence. Put some Tide in
Hit
your
your
head.
teeth, too, while you're there.
Yeah, hit you some. No, the teeth.
I would like to be there for one of those albino conversations.
Luke, now every time you come on the show, we're going to have a segment called And Now Albino Secrets.
I would like to have an albino
They
tip.
know unicorns.
And albino tip. Give me another one.
And now Albino Secrets.
Keep your pubes. It's part of the novelty. Fuck. Don't trim.
all right, the top 7 reasons to be an albino. You're goodness 2, 3.
Yeah, I think I'm out of them.
Come on.
I think
Like if you're a midget, when you
How about
fly,
this
when
one?
you
How about
fly
this?
every
You just
seat's
said
first
it again.
class.
How about this one? How about this one? Don't hate your parents. They're all you've got.
oh.
Come on, is that one?
That was just mean. Jim. It's really mean.
Did it ever cause you depression when you were younger? Like wishing you were different?
Oh yeah, totally.
Talk about mean.
This is like a Paul Provenza
That was a real question.
Tell me about the worst memory of your life.
Because the little people thing, I was thinking about that because I wanted to waltz down there with the camera and try to get something funny in there. And then I realized this is just going to be mean because nobody here is happy they're little, right?
Yeah.
Nobody there is like, I'm
Oh, it
totally
took
fine
the
with
wind
it.
out of our happy sails.
Nobody
right
there's
away.
like
Once we
nobody
showed up.
there's like I'm so happy because I'm the limbo champion.
That's just mean, Eddie. Let's get back to albino and his complications. Do you ever wear a white T-shirt just in jeans, or would you always go black T-shirt and jeans? You find that like black is a better color for you to wear, or white?
Yeah, black definitely.
Black's better. It's 'cause
Although I do white as the undershirt.
as a pale person, that's what I do as well. I never wear white because I look shitty in it.
Yeah, no, I feel like if I were like dark black, like I'd totally do like bright yellows, bright whites, like just to like try to change my wardrobe.
During apartheid in South Africa, were your people the master race?
Well, yeah, we flew
you
first
have-
class.
That's a good point. Would Hitler drop to his knees and worship you?
I have red eyes, not
Are
blue
you
eyes.
happy that you'll never be a slave?
Even if you invent a time machine, make a horrible calculation, go back to the wrong place.
I don't know if that has more to do with me being white or blind.
Are you happy that historically you have to be the smartest person on earth?
He is the smartest person in this room. He's
Of course.
he's-
White people have run the world for so long. He's the whitest person I know. He could run anything.
So let's do the hour of power right now. Now, I do like and now albino secrets, but we're gonna do the hour of power.
I'm going to do the intro.
Does this make you nervous?
Guaranteed to be worse than last week.
No, there's
Here.
another one. Go ahead, do this. There's one other one that's funny.
Everyone's fat. You should take the podcast on the road like that's something else you
Wait.
wrote. Jabba the Hutt's body double and stuntman, Jason Hour of Power.
That one's no good.
No.
That's terrible.
All right, one. At least he's not an albino, Jason Hour.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Jim and Eddie Talking Shit show with the Hour of Power. Today's Hour of Power brought to you by Hematoma. My hematoma is still intact. It's still on my arm. It's like an armor.
Hang on. Is your bit of the show sponsored by a deformity?
Yes.
Yeah, what is that?
Well, we got
the whole show
disabilities.
The whole show is sponsored by cancer.
Your hematoma's turning black. It's actually African American.
I hope
Yeah.
I'm not getting gangrene or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like
No,
that.
no, but
Look at
you-
that. Oh.
But your elbows joined a gang.
So today I'm here with Mike, and Mike, I don't remember
Your
last
elbow
name.
collects
Sorry.
more welfare
By the way, I'm
than you.
retarded. I don't know what hematoma is. What is that?
Hematoma is when you jump and land badly. on your
Explain
arm.
better than that.
It's a blood clot in
It's
his
a,
arm.
it's a
Okay,
big old
okay.
blood pocket.
Jason in an earlier episode was getting punished for doing something bad. He clogged up
He-
everyone's
he-
toilets and ate my grass-fed beef.
He ate a steak.
And so we were going to punish him and make him do stunts because he does stunts because he used to be a stuntman, knows how to do dynamic landings. But instead, he punished himself and jumped from the chair you're in, across that carpet, across the room, landed on the hardwood floor without anyone telling him, and his arm blew up. This is now going on a month?
No, this is like 2 weeks.
No, I think it's
No.
Have you
it's
seen the
at
doctor?
least 3
Yeah, I went
weeks.
to the doctor last week.
What'd they say?
They drained it.
They drained
and
a few, yeah.
No, the common opinion is that he is a fucking idiot.
They just let
Yeah,
it
there's some doctors that have confirmed that.
That's like a warning beacon for people.
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
So what happens usually is the Hour of Power gets train wrecked.
Is it really an hour?
Even if I'm doing good, Jim or Eddie
Stop
or
it.
even me.
We'll introduce you again.
No, I don't need to do it. So Mike,
Jason, Jason.
let Jim introduce you.
I've got new intros. Here we go. This it's not written down, but his wife left him for a good reason. Jason Hour.
that hurt.
Alone forever. Jason Hour.
When did your wife leave you?
15
Not soon enough.
Wait, 15 minutes ago?
months.
Oh,
Okay, wait. So
it's like Jesus.
Jason, take control of your fucking show.
Okay.
I can't. This guy's unruly.
This
Yes.
guy's unruly.
You know what? The first impression of Jim Jeffries was you introduced me to him in the street. And he's like, huh? And then the second time I met him, he came to my house to play poker, and he's like, huh? Just sat at the end of the table. The third time I interacted with you, I was sleeping on this couch. I didn't even interact with you. You came in from tour or something. You just went up to your room. I was sleeping. All of a sudden here at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't give a fucking. Get the fucking, sell the fucking seats. Da 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 da. That's my first impression. How do I rein that in?
That was me making shit happen in the UK.
Yeah, I know. How do I rein that in? Like.
And I'd like to say that was how Alcoholicaust, my next special, which is airing on Showtime on the 7th of August.
Yeah, that's what they told me over
That's
at
how
the
it was.
Enterprise.
Wait,
That's
was
how-
that a plug? I've never heard that before.
Oh, yeah.
So you were taken aback by his taking care of business.
Yeah.
Hey, so Mike, remember when we first met? Was it
I do.
the Kevin and Bean stand-up?
I believe so,
breast
yeah.
cancer awareness.
That was where Jason said that he is a genius.
I'm a genius. No,
Tell me about your 80,000 downloads.
that's what I was told.
No, 50,000.
70,000.
Changes every time.
It was a lot.
Million tomorrow.
Well,
A million tomorrow.
A million
At
tomorrow.
noon.
At
but
noon.
Mike said that we're missing it. Like we're not doing something right.
I may have been drinking as well because I don't remember saying that. But
No, you did
and
say
I,
that.
and I know nothing
You did
about
say
anything.
that. I was sober through this whole ordeal. You did say that. You said that we were missing out. We should be making lots of money.
Yeah.
I believe you should.
We don't know how.
If you can get 10,000 downloads an episode, you can make some bread. If you're getting more than 10,000, you should be making money. And I'm assuming that affiliate program is one of the ways, right?
Sure.
Someone back me up on this.
What's an affiliate program?
That's the Amazon thing.
It's a way like if people are buying your DVDs through our website, which actually they are right now, we should be getting kickback, and we're not.
Buying my DVDs.
Way to go, Luke.
or
Way
any
to take
DVDs
charge.
or any products.
Well, I think that it falls back to the tax ID.
Can we
Really?
not talk about
But
this?
the other
It's
thing
really
is,
boring.
you guys are already making money doing stand-up, and you're set doing theaters, right?
Yeah, well.
So why would you want to go out on the road and make less money and share it?
What do you mean?
Like if you guys took the podcast out on the road.
No, because
we're
the
not.
thing is, no, we don't want to take it on the road. We don't mind doing some gigs around LA and stuff like that, but I don't think we want to tour with it. But if it's fun.
As a novelty, we might do it a
Yeah,
few
yeah.
times. I think it'd be fun to maybe do it.
Because you can go to a
festival.
club,
Yeah, they
go
could probably
to.
book it with regular
this
gigs.
is how I feel. I'm happy with the amount of money I make for a living. I don't want to give any of it to Jason.
Exactly.
I don't mind if I'm earning just as much with Eddie, me and Eddie double our income. If Jason's getting a little bit of that, that'll hurt me at night. That'll make me upset to sleep.
I understand.
And then the albino will start being mean to me. And I just want to keep all
Frankly,
I want to make sure that Jason's poor enough that he never gets to get his elbow drained. I want to make sure that he has that for the rest of his life so that he remembers how fucking stupid he is.
I want to see Jason drain the pus from his elbow into the
it's
albino.
pus. There's pus in
There's
there.
pus.
No, it's blood.
No, there's all
The-
kinds of weird
The
shit.
blood and pus from his elbow into the albino's hair so that he can get to a nightclub without any fucking
Hey,
problem.
we've solved your hair color problem. You have a
Yeah.
new business.
I want to see Caden Cross come here and rub her pussy all over his elbow.
I don't want two forms of pus on it.
Jason, that might be gangrene. I'm not kidding.
I tell you what though, that night that you heard me swearing upstairs,
You're getting shit done.
I got some shit done
Yeah, I
that
know.
day.
You remember that.
They weren't going to make my special, and I fucking made it happen.
Do you remember, though, that I
it's
was-
too late to get the tickets? I go sell the fucking tickets, and the next day the tickets were sold.
You realize that
How long ago was that?
15 months. It was right when I broke up with my wife. I was a little traumatized from that, and I had.
Well, you broke up with her. Or she left you.
She left me, but
What do you think?
Hey,
No, I don't know her.
He's not
I
going to
don't
jump
know.
to a conclusion. He looks like a smart guy.
I do.
Yeah. Well,
I love how Jason tried to win him
Very
over.
mistaken.
I like how Jason looks.
Now
at
I know.
Anybody with a beard who's slightly overweight is a smart guy. 'Cause so Jason,
Thanks for throwing in the overweight part. I
it's like,
appreciate that.
no worse than anyone else. I'm just saying that, you're a shaggy looking bloke. You appreciate that. You work as a photographer for the Improv. Thanks for the photos. We were talking about that.
Pleasure.
Jason, can you do your hour of power? This is just awful. You just really aren't taking charge.
I'm about to email you a chart.
And he'll do it on a chalkboard. He doesn't like the whiteboard.
Are you
he
not
gets
stoned
lost.
enough to do this?
What?
The hour of power.
No, okay, we're going to be quiet for 2 minutes.
What's the premise of this hour of
It's
power?
his-
There really is no.
No,
It's just to prove that he can't interview.
He is going to interview. He's
Okay.
going to show us his interview.
So,
skills.
Mike,
Let's
you've
do
been
it.
doing photography at the Improv for how long?
I don't know, 10 years possibly.
Yeah, what's your favorite comedian
I'm going to go
shoot.
with
to shoot visually?
Sarah Silverman.
Isn't that kind of an easy
Yeah.
go-to?
That's why she's my favorite. She's easy.
All right.
Always looks good.
This hour of power has been brought to you by.
No, keep going. That was one question. Come on.
We want someone to sponsor the Hour of Power, and it's got to be good enough for people to sponsor it.
Well, one of the things that isn't happening with the hour of power is pre-production. I was going to do something today, but then I fell asleep on the
What was
massage
it?
table.
You were getting a massage?
No, I sleep on.
You can
one.
afford a massage and you can't
No,
get
I
that
have a
elbow
table.
fixed?
No, I own a table.
Really?
Yeah,
And you sleep on it?
yeah.
Face down?
It's good for your back.
Face down in the donut hole thing?
Sometimes depends on what's going on.
How's that good for your back? It's a flat table for a massage.
Yeah, but it's slightly padded, so it's almost like Tempur-Pedic.
It's like a doctor's table.
Is there a puddle of snot underneath?
Well, I don't sleep face down usually. So,
Do you sleep on that because you don't have a bed or because you find it more comfortable?
so today I texted Eddie and I said, "Hey, do we have guests on the show tonight?" And he goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." And it never got back to me, so I didn't know who was coming. So,
So-
I would have maybe done a little bit more prep or something. When Mark Maron came on, I had a good.
Did you? What'd you ask him?
I don't remember. I think I talked to him about his bitterness over.
So you
his
want to interview
divorce.
people? Because interviewing is difficult.
No, I don't want to interview people. I like hanging out with people. That's kind of like interviewing, right?
Sort of.
If it's a good conversation.
So
Can you sing?
the Hour of Power, not really, but I have recorded several records.
Jim, have you,
Yeah.
as an engineer or as
No.
like what kind of records?
Rock records.
Really? Because
Yeah.
I want to do a Christmas album. And I got Jim Jeffries.
You got to get on that
I
fast
got
because
Jim
it's rolling
Jeffries to
around pretty
commit to
soon.
one track.
What
Jim's
song?
going to do one of his songs.
And what song
White
am I going
Christmas?
to do?
Some Australian thing.
I'm going to do six.
Kookaberry sits in the oak plum tree. Mary.
No, I was going to do.
That's a Christmas
I was going
song?
to do Six White Boomers by Rolf Harris. I was going to do Minnie to Mickey Mocko. Minnie to Mickey Mocko
You're backing out now?
Hawaiian's way of saying Merry Christmas to you. That's the island greeting that they say to you from the land
What
of the
did,
island.
what did I say when you asked
I
me
like
5
that.
minutes?
Here we
That's
know
nice.
the Christmas
What did you
will be
say, Eddie?
green
Because
and
I don't
bright.
remember. Are you going to do one?
No, I recall telling you to go fuck yourself.
No, I have to talk about this.
Fuck yourself.
I have to say, I for whatever reason had Jason in my car. I never know why. And I had Jason in my car, and he was just like, "We have to do a Christmas album."
Yeah.
And I said, "I'm not doing a Christmas album with it." And then he said that I didn't want to be successful. And I said, "I'd like to be successful." But he goes, "Then you should do a Christmas album."
Yeah.
And I said, "But I'm a comedian." And he said, "So is Bing." Bob
Hope?
Bob Hope did a
Sammy
Christmas-
Davis Jr.?
Sammy Davis Jr., who was a singer already.
But
And-
I'm just saying, like, it's a benchmark, man.
And
You
then-
do a Christmas album,
and
and,
then
you've done the.
And then I said to Jason, "Okay, I'll think about it." And then Jason goes, "You don't want to miss this opportunity."
Yeah.
So then I agreed to do Minnie to Mickey Mocko, which was my most. You know why I like that song? Because it was a song about it being sunny at Christmas, and I never related to White Christmas and all that as a kid, and so I like that song. So
Why'd you decide to back out of this Christmas
No,
album?
he
I'm
didn't
not-
back
I'm
out.
not-
What are you
I'm not.
saying? He didn't back
he's
out.
got
What is this
he's
crap?
got to find 10 other artists.
Yeah, I got to get 10
You guys
other
got to get
artists.
on this, though, because Christmas is here in a few, like 5
Yeah, it'll only
months,
take
right?
a couple weeks to do it. Once
Yeah.
we get it. Christmas songs are already written.
It won't take long. The song's already written. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll pay the royalties. Out we'll go. He's going to approach Example.
Yeah.
Example's our friend.
want Example to
who,
sing
who
a
at
song
this
when
very moment is number 1 in the charts in Britain. Who's a
Yeah.
white guy who's
He's
a bit
been
of a
on
rubber.
our, he's been on our show. He's punched Jason
He's
in the
punched
face
me in the
and
head
stomach.
5 times.
Should have got him to do it when he's here.
I think we should do a song together now.
He might just do it through Skype.
Can I punch you in your bulbous elbow?
No. And actually, I can just send him a demo. He can sing and then send the files back. And
It's all going to be you playing the backing,
Can
isn't
you
it?
talk the logistics of this when you're not doing your hour of power? Because right now,
No. Let's talk about the Christmas album. I like this.
Okay.
I want to talk about this more. What other artists do you want to have, Jason?
I don't know. Maybe Andy Dick.
Andy Dick would do a song. What do you think he would be doing?
I don't know.
I saw someone kissing Santa Claus.
That's a good choice.
And it was
I wish it was
Really
You have a
good
nice
choice.
voice.
That is exactly the song for him to do. That's perfect.
Will you let Luke? do
See,
it?
you could even be a producer on this now.
Will,
I
will
would-
you
Look at how
let-
much
will you
ideas
let,
you've
will you
got.
let
I
Luke
can't grow a
sing,
beard.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
I would love to have an albino
Just
segment.
like my brother and my sister didn't know.
I have a friend who wrote a
Well,
Christmas
do you
play.
sing? You want to do it? You want to be on a Christmas album?
No, thank you.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about our basically
What's the Christmas album going to be
it'd
called?
be like 12 songs, 12 talents, one shitty album. Merry
that's the
Christmas.
name
Is
of
that
the
what it's
song.
going to be called?
Yeah.
12 songs, 12 artists, one shitty album.
12 talents.
12 talents. Sorry. Sorry.
One
Okay,
shitty
how about
album.
Bobby Lee would do one for you?
I think he might.
What song is he going to sing?
Just be something that involves getting your cock out and running around.
Yeah.
I'm dreaming of a chinky Christmas. Machete's going to do one.
Feliz
Feliz
Navidad.
Navidad. Yeah.
I always think that whenever I meet Levit Avahi, that's the name. So I go, Alit Avida. That's what I always think of her all the time.
Lily, do they have Christmas where your people come from?
Yeah, they do.
The first Christian nation, Eddie.
Yeah.
Where do your people come from?
They're dreaming of a white Holocaust.
She's from that imaginary.
Oh, really?
country.
We do January 6th and December 25th. So we got 2.
You got 2 Christmases, you wacky bunch.
They get double of everything, including pubic hair.
It's like Hanukkah. They get a different gift on each day. The first day is wax strips.
Canadians do all of it.
And the second day you sue someone?
You have some of the most offensive Twitters I've ever read. Do you get in
That's what I
trouble?
hear.
Do you get in trouble for your
Yeah, I almost
Twitters?
got fired for some of them.
Really? Which one?
I mistakenly insinuated Joe Coy was a hack.
And they-
Insinuated.
I felt I felt like I was way out of line with that one, and I wish I wouldn't have done it. And he canceled a bunch of weeks and
Oh,
threatened
really?
that he was never coming back unless I was fired.
What was the Twitter?
It was stupid. It wasn't even funny. I just said he was an egomaniac and kind of a hack. And I immediately deleted it, and one of his guys ran in and showed it to him, and he flipped out.
How
What
about you
made
go,
you-
I
what-
insinuated that he
Yeah.
was a
What
hack.
pushed you to
Well,
write
yeah.
that?
Well, I was
called him
totally
out.
out of line, and I shouldn't have done it, and I regretted it. And I sent him an apology letter, and I said, I have no
So it
idea
was
why I
just
did
it was
this.
a heat of the moment thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do things like that.
I said,
You
I
know,
gave him a
you know,
letter.
we've just edited in Joe Hoy's a hack just with your voice,
It's all right.
and we've cut out the.
I want to lose my job tonight anyway. No, but I gave him a letter because I genuinely felt bad because I was totally out of line. I'm not a comic. I shouldn't have done that, and it wasn't my business to say that. It's not my prerogative. And
So
I just
who-
said,
who
I gave
do-
him a very sincere apology. And the next morning he called up and said, if he's fucking working there again, I will never come back in the club. And his manager yelled at the owner of the clubs and blew up in my face. a
So
little bit.
what other ones have gotten you in trouble?
Just know, while we're on the subject of that,
can't
you don't work in
remember.
comedy. You're not a comedian, as you said. But who do you think is a hack? I don't like to say because I'm a comic. Who do you wince when you see on stage?
Eddie Ift.
most of the poorly produced shows
Oh,
at
the black
Melrose
acts.
and Brea. all the black
I'm
acts.
only joking.
No, there's like the little promoter shows that are horrible, like Rebels of Comedy and stuff.
Yeah,
you go in
yeah,
there and it's
yeah.
like they're not rebels and it's not comedy.
Yeah.
And there's been nights where people I like are in the showroom and the shows are so fucking embarrassing that I apologize and I have nothing to do with it. Like Gene Simmons is there and I go, I apologize. Came in 2 nights in a row. One night was awesome. Next night was horrible. I'm like, this is fucking a waste of everybody's time
Why did Gene Simmons come in just to
to
check it
come
out?
in and watch comedy.
Yeah, is that what
Yeah,
you
he did the creepiest fucking thing to me ever because. Do you guys know him, by the way?
He licked your
no,
nuts
no.
while standing.
Yeah, I'm that tall. I have stilts. No, you know his whole persona is the I fucked everything and I have a lot of seed to spread around. He never stops yapping about that. And I heard him
Yeah.
on the radio talking about that. Then I saw him that night and I went, "You're nice job on the radio." And he goes, "Did that baseball umpire thing, don't talk about it in front of my wife." And then they got into an argument about it. She's like, "What's he talking about? The radio show?" They got into a big argument. Then afterwards, he wants to come up to me. He wants me to introduce him to Sarah Silverman, which I do. And he leans in and goes, "Yeah, I've got some friends in the adult business that would love to get your number if you get my drift." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "I didn't fucking do this. I'm not trying to set you up in a porn business with Gene Simmons."
He's a bit creepy though, Gene Simmons, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but why is he going? I didn't say. Don't talk about this.
I don't know.
My wife, like she doesn't know.
Yeah, like she can't tune into any outlet on the planet where he's being interviewed. And
That's creepy.
I don't know. It kind of bummed me out that he was, because then I thought, oh, he's a super loyal family guy. Then you see that video of him fucking that chick in Australia, and you're like, no, he's not.
Oh, really? He's
Oh,
just
is
creepers.
there a video of him fucking a chick in Australia?
Yeah, she set him up.
He's actually licking her out from New Zealand.
I've told this story. I've told this story on the radio or on the show before.
Eddie didn't get that one.
I got it. I heard
It was
it.
a good one.
It was
a good
very
one.
good, but I was
'Cause
already.
he's got a long tongue.
She
You
got
see.
licked as.
Yeah.
I
long
told.
tongue.
I'm going to repeat a story about him that I told. I told it in the first episode or one of the first ones. I was being picked up in New Mexico to do a gig, and I was in the car. And the girl that picked me up goes, "So you do comedy? Do you meet a lot of famous people?" And I went, "Yeah, a few." She goes, "Who have you met?" And I named a couple people. She goes, "I blew Gene Simmons once." And it was like the first thing that comes out of her mouth. I go, "What?" I go, "How the fuck did that happen?" She goes, "Well, I had to blow the roadie first." She blew the roadie to get to Gene. And she said he lines up all the girls in a row and then just comes down the line and just goes, you know, puts it in each one's mouth and then down to the next one. Just to basically,
Humiliate everybody.
yeah. And there's something about that just seems so satisfying.
It does. It's strangely satisfying. If you really broke down relationships with their bare essence, wouldn't it be like you just walk up to a girl and just pull her pants down, have sex, and walk away and just throw money at her?
Well, it's
and
something
you're both
about-
satisfied?
Yeah, it's like-
No offense.
Yeah.
Thank you
But
for
wouldn't
listening
you
to
think
this
if you're
segment
just
of
gonna-
the Hour of Power. Now back to Jim and Eddie talking shit.
No, if you were just the true animalistic human being, wouldn't it be just what you see some beautiful girl on the beach and just walk up and just go at it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's called rape. Jason.
That's rape?
Well, I think like the more power you get, the more you want to. Like I heard in New York, this nightclub one time that Leonardo DiCaprio and all his buddies used to hang out and back. This is like in the late 90s. One night they came in, it's where all the hot girls would hang out. They said, close the bar down. We'll pay to keep it open. Tell all the dudes to leave. We want all the girls to stay. And like he and his friends, like 4 or 5 friends, stayed there. With every girl was allowed to stay, but all the guys had to leave. And apparently there were girls leaving their boyfriends to stay.
That's got to be a tough one for the boyfriend to reconcile.
But a girl wouldn't say they're breaking up. They say, I'm just staying here with my friend. Nothing's going to happen. Because imagine if...
And the next thing I know, they're in Gene Simmons' line.
No, but imagine the same thing. If we're in some club and like 5 models showed up and said all the chicks have to leave, and we were there with our girlfriends, what would we do? We'd be like this. I'm just going to be here to support Eddie, and you'd be with your girlfriend going
like Jim knows the one girl. They
has
grew
to-
up together, and they go way back. And
I can't leave Jim by
I'll
himself.
tell you all the stories about it. Do you remember? I want to do a new segment on the show called Shit Stories. Talking shit stories where everybody tells a great.
Yes.
I love shit stories. Do you have any good shit stories? Did you ever shit?
You mean like fecal matter stories?
fecal matter? Have you ever had diarrhea somewhere? I'm sure the albinos. Do you shit white?
I have before.
Don't go medical on us, Eddie.
Do you have any good? Have you ever had
Does
diarrhea?
your cum come
Of course
out
I
black?
have, but I don't think I have any good stories though.
It's like cuttlefish.
I don't. Of course, I've had diarrhea places,
No,
but I don't think I have any good. I don't have a story where I shit
I
myself.
have one
or-
almost every week.
When you come on a girl's face that you're dating, it's another albino. Are you not sure whether you've come or not?
Mixes in
you
the
don't know where to
eyelashes.
clean it off.
Other than the bit that got in her eye, because white on pink is a. I want to talk about some few things. A couple of weeks ago, we had a big fight. Not a big fight. We had an argument on the show about NFL players earning more than soccer players in Europe. And Eddie, you've been proven to be dramatically wrong.
And I said I was probably wrong, and I said some assholes were going to write up.
But
and
you
fucking
still
talk.
fought. Cristiano Ronaldo earns $38 million a year.
Who's the guy that emailed? What's his name?
His name is John Heavey.
John Heavey, thank you for letting me know how wrong I am.
Not only was he wrong, but he give you exact statistics. The average NFL salary is $1 million a year. The veterans earned $17 million. The highest paid NFL person was $25 million. It's the highest paid one. Cristiano Ronaldo earns $38 million. What? That's euros, which is more than again.
Listen to the Mexicans chiming in on that.
The top 50 European players make $4.5 million a year. That's $7 million US. So they earn 7 times as much money as an NFL player on average.
Why would that argument come up?
Because it was near the 4th of July. He got all American. Like nothing's better than America.
Well, here's the thing: is
No,
I know you guys
that's
are
not
probably going to
true.
hate me out for this one, but I think soccer is the biggest bore on the planet.
No.
Actually,
Boo.
you know what?
Soccer's a tremendous sport.
How do you figure?
Did anyone see Beckham got a goal the other day from a corner?
30 minutes of ball play here, and then someone just kicks it down here, and you're
No.
like, fuck, all the way back to the end of the field
I
now?
watched the Barcelona game, the championships, which was like the.
Why were you watching the
I've even
Barcelona
been
game?
watching the Women's World Cup.
Because the business that I work for is from Barcelona.
What business?
That is the way you say Barcelona.
What business is it?
It's a hair color company.
Jason works for a hair coloring company.
Oh, yeah?
Could you?
It's
no,
okay.
I'd like
That's
to
not
hear-
natural.
Wait,
We have a high
wait.
tenacity line that has 17
Do you think I should
different
dye my hair
colors.
'cause it's totally gray?
We have a
You
gray
do?
focused. Yeah, 17.
you have white?
It's like a triple. You know what? Your
That'll piss me
hair.
off.
There's hair out there. There are hair follicles that are color resistant, and I would imagine
Wait, what do you do for this company?
Luke's might be color resistant.
What do you do for this company?
Same thing I do for the podcast.
Nothing.
Works for free.
Just kind of like
Mix up songs?
fill in wherever.
Is that how you make your income?
Let's
What income?
I don't have an income.
let's do some shit
Wait,
stories.
I love people that have no jobs that exist. Like, how do you do that?
It's a meager.
Like, I know people that have no jobs, but they live. How do you stay
you
alive?
become
watch-
friends with me.
Yeah,
and
I watch
You wear,
Scars.
you, wear the
Guys treat-
you wear the same shirt every day for a month.
I walk
nice
dogs
shirt.
and stuff and watch people's houses.
I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm just curious. Like, I know people that
I'm
have
trying
never
to be
worked.
insulting.
And I'm always curious, how do they eat? How do they drive? How do they go somewhere?
If I was in a small town, I'd be that guy that mows all the lawns for the public.
So they just let you loiter at this hair dye company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so odd.
Can you, for the
So,
next show,
okay.
can you dye Luke's hair, please?
Although I was interested in your train of thought here. Why do you like football? Soccer is the.
Well, when I watched the Barcelona, who did they play for that? It was the Manchester, wasn't it?
it probably was Manchester United.
Yeah, and that game was intense. Like
they're the best players in the world.
The amount of shots on goal, it was like watching hockey almost. Like it was intense. It was a lot more than you watch American soccer and you're gonna fall asleep.
Again, I'll admit, I know nothing. And I'm not a sports
you
fan.
go see the Premier League. It's fantastic.
It's just my problem is all this action is happening, and then the ball just goes down here, and I have to wait for a bunch of dudes to run down the field, and there's nothing happening during that.
We
little
have to talk.
portion.
Have you heard this thing about Clint Dempsey?
Yeah. Clint Dempsey is actually a player for Fulham, right?
Clint Dempsey plays midfield for Fulham, which is the team that I support. He sometimes plays striker, but for the most, he's an attacking midfield player. And he is arguably, him and Landon Donovan are the two best American players, arguably the best American player. Anyway, he has Jason Auer on his Facebook page.
On the front of his Facebook page is a picture of you in the Talkin' Shit t-shirt.
And
Because
he's...
Fine Southern Gentlemen from FineSouthernGentlemen.com.
Are you sure it's Clint Dempsey?
Yes. Fine Southern Gentlemen do our t-shirts for us. They're a bunch of guys out of Austin, Texas, really good guys. They make our t-shirts for us. Apparently, they're making Clint Dempsey's t-shirts. I don't know how that happened. Maybe he listened to the show, was a fan, but whatever. But their Facebook ad, has your picture on it. The one where your left breast is hanging out of the shirt and you're standing by the
My
pinball
saggy
machine.
man breast.
And you're wearing the Talkin' Shit t-shirt. That is on Clint Dempsey's Facebook page, and he has 100,000 fans.
That's crazy. Did you get a screen capture for him?
No, of course not. I don't care.
We got to go. No, but he's one of my favorite players. I love Clint Dempsey. He scored some amazing goals.
Luke, can you Google
He
him on
scored.
your iPhone and
He
check?
was the guy who scored the goal against England, where you got the draw with England. He scored the goal. It was a nothing
Do
goal.
you think
in the
you'd be
World
such a soccer fan if you weren't brought up in England?
Cup. Yes, because I was brought up in Australia.
I thought you were born in Australia and moved to England.
So
You were an adult when that happened?
I was
Can
in
I,
my 20s.
Can I say something about whenever I get insulting emails from they're mostly from Jim Jeffries fans. They're always I can always predict if I click their Facebook picture what they're going to be like.
They'll be from Shropshire.
And they always are from something with a shirt, and they always have on a football jersey from
Oh, yeah, I
their
love
favorite
the
football team.
footballers.
And they're the kind of guys that they wear the jersey. And I've got to say something about guys that wear jerseys all the time of athletes. And I've said it a million times on stage. It's kind of pathetic.
Well,
when
you know,
you wear a jersey of a team that you like. Do you think I saw a guy wearing a Chad Johnson, an Ocho Cinco
Oh, I
jersey.
love wearing a jersey.
Do you think? Do
don't
you
do it that
think?
much, but I like
do you
it.
think Chad Johnson's wearing your jersey ever? Is he wearing
Never.
Brad from Texaco?
But what did
No.
Brad from Texaco do?
Yeah,
But is it that much different than a concert
I
shirt?
have to disagree with Eddie on this one. I love
Yeah, I
wearing it. I
disagree
love
with you.
wearing a jersey.
Isn't it like
really?
a concert
I love
shirt?
it.
You know what? I think
Sports
it's funny. I think it's funny that the group of people that cause pubs to be closed on game days and towns to shut down, the people that terrorize the UK,
Don't say Negroes.
is his fan base. It's his fan base, basically.
I know, but here's the thing.
You are the hooligan. You're the comedian of the hooligans, man.
Here's
The hooligans do like me, but I don't think it's just
Yeah.
my family. The hooligans do.
But here's the thing about these internet people, because I get called a lot of names on the internet, and I get, you're faggot, you're a fat old guy, and all this fucking shit. But if
I
you
just said you're overweight.
if you sort of if you say something nice to them or respond to them, they do a 180.
Yeah, I know. I do
Instantaneously.
it all
Like,
the time.
dude, I was just trying to be funny, man. I really like you. It's immediate. It's amazing.
I had probably the funniest one ever today. A guy just wrote on my page, "You're not funny," and I clicked on him on Facebook, and I look, and I see his girlfriend, and he's got relationship with. So I click her just to see what she looks like. And she's this fat, ugly chick wearing wearing a headset that looked like she was an air traffic controller. So all I did, I posted on his page, your girlfriend looks like a fat air traffic controller. And he,
Why, Eddie?
listen,
Why? Don't you think that guy knows that his girlfriend's a fat ugly thing? Don't you think that this man's only outlet in life is he feels inferior to you? So what he does is he goes, like, you know when your mum used to go, those boys pick on you because they're jealous of you? And normally it wasn't true. But like sometimes there was a little bit of truth in that. This guy's picking on you because his life sucks, Eddie.
Yeah.
You live next to the beach and you get to hang out with me all day. Your life is wonderful. and you have the audacity to not only just go, I hate this guy,
I'm going to research him.
I'll hit him where it hurts.
But do you guys?
Your
wait, I didn't finish the story.
Oh,
so
God.
he and I corresponded a million times today to the point where he called me on the phone.
What was the feeling in your stomach?
I was fine.
when you realized it was him. Hello?
He tried to bring other people first, but his fat fingers mashed up.
And of course, he's got this British accent.
All right, you fucking muppet. I'm gonna fucking skin you alive, you fucking muppet.
And he
It's called football.
He just goes, "You're not funny," which is what he wrote. So obviously it was him. So I wrote back to him and I go, "Your girlfriend's still fat."
Why didn't you say that on the phone to him?
Because he hung up right after he said it. So
He rang up and went, "You're not funny."
yeah, and then hung up. So I write back, "Your girlfriend's still fat," and he said something.
But at least his girlfriend could diet. You'll never be funny. It's a joke. I don't mean that. That's what the guy should have said back to you.
Be honest with me, both of you guys. When people criticize you, do you ever take it personally?
I do. Yeah.
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 Because I do too. And I just thought I was a big puss. I'm like, yeah, why am I letting what this
So-
guy
I
wrote
know.
about me?
You can try to act like a big person about. I just don't look at the internet
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, you can't.
I only read these ones that are handed to me now.
I laugh hysterically at it.
Yeah.
If I were
'Cause
you,
that's like
if I
my
were you and
job.
I read what people wrote, I'd kill myself.
It doesn't bother me.
Does it satisfy you though when people
can I get some cactus
dump
cola?
praise on you?
No,
I get a lot of that.
All right. So
No, as many people that are mean,
believe it.
there's
I
that many
believe it.
people that are nice.
I believe it.
Well, so it's going back and forth, and I explained to him, I said, the reason you're doing this is because your problem's not with me, it's with yourself. And I said, once you realize blah, blah, blah. And he kind of turned it around, and he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, whatever. He's like, how about I won't say things about you if you don't say things about my girlfriend?
And then you said, I'm going to cut your fucking face off and make a mask out of it,
And
you
then
piece of shit.
What you should have said is, no, you started it. Your girlfriend. So if you're listening out there right
His
now,
name's
mate,
John F. Hughes.
John F. Hughes, your girlfriend's a fat whore.
Now she's a whore?
And you're
Now
probably
she's a whore?
Yeah, the only reason she has to wear those big fat earphones is to hold all the cum in from the fucking mass orgy where they chucked it up her ears. I don't even know what that means. He's probably a fan of mine.
I was just going to say he is, and you just, no. You don't know
Actually,
who he
I
loves?
recognize that name, John F. Hughes. I think you're a great guy.
He defended Jason.
and you're probably just taking heat because this is don't stand in between me and them. Just let them do their shit.
What?
Don't stand between me and you. Just let you do your shit.
What does that mean?
Don't
Jason?
stick up for me because you're just gonna get into a fucking. Never mind.
You
Get into
can't-
arguments
you
with
can't-
Eddie. It's
you
fun.
can't
What was
pull-
that was a weird hostility that just happened right
Yeah,
there.
it
What
really
was that all
Why
about?
were you being hostile?
Who's hostile?
You
are.
You.
I
Yeah,
was?
You were overly
yeah.
defending
Really
John
hostile.
F. Hughes. For
No,
some
I'm just
reason.
saying.
He's been watching a lot of soccer lately.
I'm saying to him, not. don't-
There's not a lot of goals. It boils the blood.
I'm saying to him to don't stick up for me. It's a waste.
Do you like hockey?
I do like hockey. I'm not a fan. I've been to a couple of games and enjoyed myself. Yes, but I don't watch it on
What about
TV.
other sports?
I like
Baseball?
baseball. Yeah, I like baseball. Cricket, and I like rugby league is what I grew up with. Rugby league.
But you're a big sports fan, right?
I like basketball. I hate baseball. If baseball ended
Just
tomorrow,
because it's boring?
If it ended tomorrow, like literally, I wouldn't be like, oh.
It's
I'd be
because
like,
of distrust issues like the cheating and stuff like that?
I just
I love
never.
baseball.
I fucking found it fucking boring
Yeah.
as shit. I like football. I like
Well, I think
basketball.
it's a beautiful
I like
game.
hockey a lot. I like other sports too, like extreme sports kind of shit, like mountain biking.
Cooning.
Cooning.
Jesus.
Delicious.
Cheese. We're talking about
Nothing like a toasted coon.
Wait,
What?
Jason.
Now you're
What
talking
was
about
that,
nuts.
Jason?
I was
It's an
talking.
advertisement from Australia.
I was talking
We're gonna
about
cut that
Texas
hunting.
into it.
I was talking about hunting
Yeah.
raccoons. You fucking
Yeah, you
idiot.
fucking idiot.
I thought it was an Australian ad.
Why would you say
No,
something that way?
Jason.
For
That was a
butter.
horrible Texas
Cheese.
thing.
Jason.
It's cheese.
It's not cheese.
In Australia?
No, it's a racist
Jay,
slang
you're
term for
lucky.
black people.
You're lucky. This is a podcast, not regular radio. You would be off in a fucking fired.
You'd be making less than free.
I like how you called it free and not nothing.
I know. Positive twist.
Because that's what
You're
Jason
making
is.
free.
Jason doesn't make nothing. He makes free.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. I don't even know if you knew that. That's a beautiful way of phrasing his existence.
That's
He
the-
makes free.
It's the new world economy.
Yeah.
Have you ever
it's
had a
not.
job?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh my God, here we go.
I've had a lot of jobs.
How many?
Let's do your top 7.
What do you want to do, actually?
Comedy podcasting.
Give me the emails.
doing
His new one's albino sidekick.
I want
he loves
Luke.
Luke the albino.
Can you look at the two of them together solving crimes?
Hell yeah.
I'm curious how you guys all
Doing-
met.
Doing skip traces in Vegas.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we do a little breakdown of how we met? I met Jim doing comedy in South Africa.
Yeah, I could see how you guys.
We went and got
you
AIDS
guys are
tested
professional
together.
comics. Nice.
And then I met Jason once out on the beach while Eddie's dog was pooing. Jason's dog was also pooing, and Jason was still married. He had a whole good look on life, and the future was ahead of him. And Jason was saying how 9/11 never happened, and that was
really?
Yeah, tell us more about that, Jason.
You're so no. You just what?
And I met Jason.
happened.
I met Jason at a coffee
Who
shop.
did it? Who did it?
Who did it?
Yeah.
I think it could have been a lot of people that did it.
Like who?
Yeah. What country were they from?
Goblins.
I don't think it's a country that did it. I don't think it's a sovereignty that did it. I think it's.
Do you think it was the people we were told that did it?
who
What?
who were we told?
Jason,
Al-Qaeda?
what is your theory on this?
On 9/11?
Yeah, because is it like kind of like your Communist Manifesto that
Well-
you gave us the other day?
It's 11.
Hey, look. Okay, first off, Dickhead wrote that email. Is plagiarism is something in writing, and this is a comedy podcast. so-
No. Plagiarism can be done just through.
I'm
local plagiarism.
I'm being very serious. Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah,
And like you think there's chupacabras running around in the desert and stuff? I want to believe.
I don't know about.
I
that.
want there to be little guys going, "Take me to your leader."
I don't know.
I
about
believe
that.
in aliens. I don't know if they visited us.
Can I just read this?
Actually, they say that it's more likely that you will find a trans-dimensional being than an extraterrestrial being. So
And
there's
what's-
like a higher degree.
What's
of
a
prob-
trans?
Who said that though?
It's like it's coming out of quantum physics. The idea that like the alternate universes are more likely to exist than life in another part of this universe.
And what happens in these alternate universes?
Is that like
Jim, I don't know. Maybe you and I are happy people.
Everyone
I'm curious.
everyone has white hair and is really good with a computer.
Jason, let me tell you about your theory. Someone wrote in, a listener named Sean Williams, wrote to Jim and Eddie at yahoo.com and said, Jim and Eddie, tell that fat cunt Jason Hour to stop stealing people's work. His entire diatribe, which he got wrong, is a theory posed by Karl Marx in the Communist Manifesto.
I've only seen Duck Soup once.
He is a retard with a library card that may or may not be
I got that
able
joke,
to
Jason.
actually comprehend sentences. Again, he is stealing people's work and can't even get it right. Tell that fat retard to take Sociology 101 at the local community college before he starts
All right,
spouting
hang
out
on.
Marxist economic
I want to
theory.
read that for a second.
Okay,
I wanna read that for a second.
first off, Sean Williams.
Yeah.
That's hurtful. Okay.
Sean Williams
Never read the Communist Manifesto.
never read anything.
Never read much.
The fat retard part doesn't bother you. As
This
much?
is what I don't like.
That was kind of hurtful.
This is what
That was
I
kinda
don't
mean.
like. Him calling Sean Williams, you having the audacity to say that our Jason Hour is a thief and steals people's work when you have the audacity to call him a fat retard, which we all know Eddie owns. Eddie's been calling Jason a fat retard since you were fucking, I don't know, young. Okay, Karen.
You know what's so funny? We read these emails to get people through email, and then we just tear them
I
apart.
want to know what the biggest favor you guys have done for Jason. Like,
I
have
took-
they bailed you out of jail?
No,
or
they
anything like that?
suicide prevention.
Yeah,
Oh, is it really
I once
suicide?
loosened the noose around his neck. I don't know if that was a favor.
I kicked out the chair too late as Jim was taking the news
Yeah.
off.
Have you guys ever had to bail him out of jail or go pick him up somewhere? Where you?
I went and did a comedy gig at a convention for his mother.
Is that last weekend?
That's a running
No,
joke.
I'm usually there for them.
We fucked all his girlfriends in front of him.
I remodeled their kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Why we were fucking his girlfriends.
Lily,
Like
would you ever be interested in a gangbang? The reason I'm asking, there's 1, 2, 3.
I
All right.
Rope up women
everyone
for
stop,
you.
Everyone stop. Lily, would you or have you ever fucked two guys at once?
No, I haven't.
Would you like to?
I thought about it.
How about 7?
No. So you always go too far. We gotta
That was the thing. That
We
in that
started
movie, they rolled the die, and
I
how
see.
whatever
All right,
number it landed on, that's how many guys he had to fuck.
Okay, so
I'm not doing
Lily, you've thought about when you've thought about it. What are the thoughts?
I was masturbating when I was thinking about it.
Yeah, and what were you thinking of? You were masturbating, thinking one was pounding you, one was in your mouth, or 2 of them were in your mouth. I always find that weird when the cocks rub.
Yeah, well,
I don't like the
I
cock
imagine it
rubbing
one
either.
from
It's really
both
fucking
ends.
gay.
Yeah.
I've never had this. I just like imagine it was 2 guys I had dated before,
Yeah.
and I just
Did
thought
they
it'd be
get
really
together?
hot.
Isn't this-
No,
Imagination?
that's the thing. The reason I even went there is because they're friends in real life, but I didn't.
Okay,
you know, not
Lily.
like
Okay.
imaginary
Lily,
life.
you know what how about if
Do they know that you did this to them?
Lily.
Do they know
Now
what
they
you've
do.
done to them?
Lily, how about you get gangbanged by 6 guys and
No.
one of them only gets to watch?
Hey, Lily. I just got it. I just got it. What I like then is the albino just pointed at Jason because neither of them knew which one was the one that was just going to watch. Both of them assumed they were the loser in the group and fucking went for broke. Now, Lily, out of the 7 men that have been in the room, and I'm not okay. Have any one of us ever accidentally seeped into one of your wanks? Have you ever been fiddling and then gone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually had dreams. It was weird. Like last week, I had a dream. I'm not gonna say who.
Was Eddie?
What.
Was Eddie?
I'm not gonna say
Was
anything.
I-
Oh, it's like the imaginary glory
Well,
hole challenge. We'll never know who.
No, we do know who. It's me already.
Don't get your head stuck in the door on the way out.
Wait. I forgot. I asked Jason the other day. It was really funny.
Maybe Roy. Roy would have fucking.
I think Lalit was here. Jason, Lalit. There were a couple. Jason threw a little party at the house the other night. Well, we weren't here, Jason.
No, she didn't come.
Oh, I
on
said
a-
to him.
What?
I
You
said,
didn't invite
with
me.
some guy.
Lily,
Oh,
Lily.
Friday-
Well,
oh,
hold
yeah,
on,
I
Lily.
was.
You'll like to hear this. I said to Jason, I said, you really think eventually you're going to wear Lily down, where she's going to give in and finally have sex with you? And he went, yeah. He does.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
I said I have the will of Hannibal Lecter.
That's when he said that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and
the
he,
will
and
of
he
Hannibal
told me
Lecter.
that. He's like, guess what? Eddie asked me.
So you
Why are you doing
you met them because of your proximity, right?
Excuse me?
You met them because you live here as well?
Yes. Yeah.
No,
And
I
you-
brought her in.
all you guys
no,
haven't-
I brought her into the fold.
But
by
everyone here
proximity.
hasn't constantly hit on her
No,
this
no.
entire time?
You do in the early days, then you get to know her.
Yeah.
And I say no. So, yeah, thanks, Jim.
You're like, that was a funny joke.
That's
I think
odd.
I
I'm
was
just
on
like-
mushrooms the first time. I
Because
had a
I'm more of a
conversation
man
with you, Jim,
inside,
actually.
I know, but that's odd to me because I
Jason,
would
if
be
you
upset
remember
if you were
correctly.
here all the
They're good
time.
guys.
Jason
though.
hits on her
They
constantly.
have good hearts.
Yeah. Do you really? Or you just flirt with everybody?
No, mostly Lily.
No.
She's the love of his life.
Yeah,
I believe
The,
that.
the girl that he stalks in his life.
No, I believe that. She could be the love of your life.
Is she the love of your life?
Michael, why would you say that?
Because I could see him falling in love with you.
Now, big question. Could you see Jason being the love of her life?
Thank you.
No offense. I can't. First of all, I think all guys are dorks and all girls are beautiful, and not all girls, but I
Not all
look at a
girls.
couple. I
Not
could look
what's
at
the
Brad
name of
Pitt
that
and-
guy's girlfriend? Oi,
Fatso.
fatty with the earphones.
John F. Hughes.
Oi, John F. Hughes, your girlfriend's fat.
But no matter how good a guy is, how good looking he is, no matter how successful he is, if his girlfriend or wife is beautiful, I just go, he's a fucking loser.
Well, here's the
man.
thing. I was talking to my girlfriend about this, and like when I notice guys, it's not just about like their body as you notice a woman. You're like,
Bit of
As I suck
beautiful
in my
body.
stomach.
But
Like,
it's literally
what? My double chin.
But it's literally like it's the sexual energy. That's the only way I could describe it.
I believe
It's like
it.
You
I
feel
believe
that,
it.
and it's like I know that.
I believe it.
But you know what? I just want.
Well,
I
you
want
just
to.
know it's
That's
gonna be a
beautiful.
good
into something
fuck,
here. I want to
you know?
segue into a thought, if it's possible here.
That's how everyone goes into thoughts.
So
It's not a special fucking condition you have.
okay.
I'd like to segue into another
It's the
idea.
equivalent of those
Well, I'm
Western
just
doors that you
I'm
kick
just
open.
putting it out there.
You'd like to interrupt us with
I
one
would
of
like
your
to interrupt
rambles.
what's going on because you know something just happened here. We were ripping,
You got rejected again.
you were making fun of a person's girlfriend, right?
Right.
You don't have one.
Now let's talk about how we are in this new age of information. That when has, like, say 10 years ago, Colin Farrell couldn't just turn around and rip back on the person that's giving him shit.
Yes, he could have.
Whereas Facebook now,
Oh, yeah.
that guy
Everything's recorded.
came at you, but because you can look at it.
No, but
it comes from-
the guy wouldn't have come at him before. The internet has given cowards an opportunity
Yeah.
to be able to do
Yes,
something
protection.
like this.
Right.
The guy wouldn't have gone to the effort of writing Eddie a letter
Yeah.
and sending it
This
to
is
his
why I
fan
brought it
club
up.
and
That's
being
a good
handed
idea.
over there.
Okay, that's
True.
that's the other side. But I was also saying that you can see the source of your attack.
Yeah, but who wants to know the source of your attack? If the attack's not physical, who gives a
If
fuck?
the attack never manifests itself, there's
Yeah,
no reason to even know about it.
Yeah,
But
who gives a fuck? Because the thing is, in life, not everyone's going to like you, especially as an entertainer. Most people are going to dislike you. You're only really paying the 10% of the population that are going to become fans of yours. If the whole world liked you, you'd be a fucking billionaire. So it's just not going to happen.
do you guys think the internet having this immediate access to putting your material out there, putting your voice out there, is an advantage?
Look, I hate the internet, but in saying that, I probably think it's been a help to my career. What with the punch?
but why do you hate it?
Because
For the reasons we just discussed?
I think it pushes in depression. I think it gives you a thing to focus on. I wake up in the morning and I wonder what's coming
I know.
in. Okay, I used to wake up in the morning and the mail would come and I go, oh, I got a couple of bills. But now I'm wondering what people are saying about me or
Yep.
who's written to me or
But what
it's
about
instantaneous?
What about having an answer to any question you ever had immediately? Like anything that pops in your head, you go, I can find an answer
But
to
you
that.
know what? I used to fucking think I knew everything. And now I know nothing.
Yeah.
And
Me too.
you might know a lot, and it doesn't matter because everybody has every answer at their fingertips.
Everybody has a brain in their house that knows everything.
Yeah, and all you have to do is Google it, and you have the answer right.
So what do you
there.
think is going to be the big negative? What's going to be the final product of
I've
this?
got it. When
a bunch
the
of people that are
when the
antisocial?
Muslims finally take over,
The internet?
Well, it's already-
fundamentalists, they take us back to simplicity, the way it's supposed to be, and that's why they blew up.
I
the World
always
Trade Center.
think as a school student now, it must be a fucking nightmare. The bullying in high school now must be outrageous and
Yeah.
complete.
There was
Because
I
it used
think
to be
young
like
girls-
it used to be a nasty note was thrown at you in the
Yeah.
back of the head,
and maybe
then-
a little
Now
fight
they
or
There was
put
that
a
something.
big
story-
gay pride banner on your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah,
But there's
they-
a story about
they-
girls who committed suicide.
You know that?
Yeah, no, it's happened many
Did you
times.
see that
You
shit
hear
that
what he
happened
just
to
said?
me?
Jason just goes, and now they put a big gay pride banner across your Facebook page. Somebody took, at the top of your Facebook page, there's 4 pictures, and people can post pictures. They posted 4 pictures,
Oh, that's-
and it's a
It was
rainbow
awesome.
flag, and it just says
It was
gay-
hilarious.
Gay pride.
I'm way too old to do this, but I'm going to go home and do that to everybody I
You
know.
got it. No, I don't mind when it's creative like that.
Yeah, that was funny as
like
shit.
like
dude.
that was pretty funny. They put 4 gay pictures across that
That's
said
pretty
gay.
Well, they were
awesome.
all it was like a big rainbow.
You got to give it to that Clint Dempsey.
Yeah,
He's a funny guy.
yeah, it was good. I commend him on that one.
Still doesn't explain why there's a Steadicam camera crew following you around Venice.
Let's just say that things are cooking. You'll see.
More to come.
We'll see.
Are you working
More
on a
to
show?
come. I like to throw some curveballs at Eddie and Jim once
Is that
in a
a
while.
yes?
And Luke's leaky like a goddamn.
Does this have anything to do with your hourofpower.com website?
I know everything about it. I know what you did.
What did I
And
do?
You convinced the albino to give you access to it. It's a bummer that you guys, won't give me a shot.
He told
to
me.
just relax.
okay, first of all, you know I'm not involved with this.
Wait, hold on. Let me explain.
Because you know what, Eddie? You just fucking ruined Christmas.
Shh, Jason. How
Okay.
did I ruin Christmas?
Because I wanted to surprise you with something.
Okay.
Christmas album.
Well, listen, let me explain to you, Jason. I said to you, Jesse and I were joking around. Jesse, the producer, Jesse Shapiro. We said,
Where is Jesse?
we were talking about the Hour of Power, and Jason goes, I'm going to buy the hourofpower.com, and I'm going to have my own website, and I'm going to put all my stuff up there. And I go, no, you're not, because you can't buy it. And I go, Jesse and I are going to buy it, and we're going to.
No, they said they already did buy it. Is
right.
what they did.
So he calls Luke and says, Luke, they're going to.
No, we were just talking. This is lies.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even
Why didn't
little
you just
lies
buy
are
it? It's
still
like
lies,
$8.
Eddie.
Luke, what did he say?
He said he talked about you two teasing him, and I said, "Hey, they're supposed to text me whenever there's a URL we're supposed to buy."
So he asked Luke
Yeah,
to
yeah.
buy it. So Luke bought it, and then he said to me,
No.
"Now-
No. I did not ask Luke to buy it. Luke goes, "Why didn't you buy it?" I said, "Because I don't have any money yet." And then he just went out and did it. He didn't.
It's like $8.
He just did it. He just
And
did
then
it.
Jason said,
Yeah,
to
I was
me,
negative 45
and
at
then
the time.
and then Jason said to
I
me,
had
I'm not trying to
I
make-
had some
I'm not-
problems.
Wait, so Jason says to me, I have this website now, and you'll never get it because Luke has it for me, and you're never going to get it.
Didn't.
Right?
I didn't
Why-
talk about it at all.
Why don't all our listeners?
I didn't even talk
all
about
our
it at all.
listeners right now go to
AUER.
hourofpower.com. AUEROFPOWER.
Is there something up there? Is it still not just? It's not just forwarding.
All right, again, I'm an idiot. What does Hour mean?
Hour is
my
A-U-R.
last
his
name.
surname. His
Is
surname.
Jason
Okay,
Hours.
okay.
I nicknamed him the Hour of Power ages ago because it used to be a religious program when I was growing up called the
Yes,
Hour of
I know it.
Power from
Which
the
is an
Crystal
irony
Cathedral.
because I used to be an evangelical
Yeah.
worship
Yeah,
leader.
so-
Well, I lived in a cult, so
So
I
hate you.
I don't know anything about this.
Fucking Luke, all the times I praised you.
Hey, does every show end with
the
there's a
albino
hostility like
was.
this?
Yeah.
yeah, he's very hostile.
But then you
tonight.
guys make up and everything's groovy?
No,
No.
no, he's extremely hostile.
Sometimes it
tonight.
goes on for weeks.
Then we go
Really?
get Snickers ice cream bars.
That sounds good.
The picture hasn't loaded yet.
The fucking quotes. At
The-
the bottom is a quote.
Here,
He's
here,
a fat
here.
cunt.
You need to see the picture.
Shut up.
You need to see the picture.
Let Jim read it. Jim, read what the website
Oh shit!
Okay, well, everyone quiet. There is a book on there that says Jason Hour, the memoir of a Tom Cruise barista. When I think about my life, stuntman, cosmetics broker, financial manager, and Native American tribe, I'm amazed that I fit so much wisdom into just 1,246 pages. Available soon at bookstores everywhere. He's a fat cunt, quote, Jim Jeffries. This book answers the questions how retarded he is, Eddie Ift. I let him think I'm going to read the book, then I didn't. Lalit.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great.
See, Jason used to be a barista for and he signed a contract saying that he could never admit to it. So
But the picture
Wait.
of Tom
Who's had a guy making his coffee?
Yeah.
Like full time?
I never made
No,
coffee
on
for
set
Tom Cruise.
at movies.
I love when he says it.
He's silent laughing.
So how many movies did you work on?
None anymore. He just fucking spilt the beans.
Oh, you still do it?
No. I probably worked on like 20, 30 movies, I think. I'm not even kidding. No, I'm not even
Are
kidding.
you 100 years old,
that
Jason?
true?
No, dude, like I worked
That's a lot of movies.
I'm gonna beat you with your grandfather's
every
bat.
single year from the lowest to the top. There are over 10,000 feature-length films made in the United States. Okay?
No, that's not true.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it
not-
is
All
true.
your
That's a lot.
facts are wrong.
That's not
possible?
true. I've been told there's 6 comedies being made all this year.
No. 10,000 feature-length films. That includes the guys in Austin,
I don't know if
Oregon.
that's possible, to be honest with you. Because
How are you able to-
360-some million Americans. Imagine how many people have
There's
cameras.
311 million.
You're saying this.
Those are
You're
movies.
saying
311?
Those aren't movies. People at Disneyland are making
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Every
Yeah,
one of
that's
your
the top end of the tail.
Every
the bottom
one of
but
your
here's the
stats
thing.
is wrong. Every
There
stat
is-
is wrong.
there is no-
Every
look
stat
it up.
is wrong.
I just
We
finished
will-
a feature
we're
film,
gonna
and
fact
that was
check
exhausting.
everything you say
Everyone,
from here on
everyone,
in.
calm down.
No.
Jason, you're wrong.
No.
You always.
They don't make 10,000 movies a year.
Jim, only a couple hundred are made in Hollywood.
Don't raise your
The
voice with me.
majority-
I'm the only one being reasonable.
The majority of the
You're
feature
wrong.
film,
You're wrong,
The majority
Jason.
of the feature-length
Jason.
films
Okay, you're right.
are DIY.
You're right.
Are you right?
You're right.
They're DIY, which means
Oh,
that
they
they're
do it
made,
yourself.
They're made but over 10,000 features are made every year in the
Do
US.
You were at every one of them.
No,
So-
I
yeah,
worked
yeah.
on like 20 of
That's
them.
a
No, I made one of my my
Dude, I was
nephew
a
walking
barista
once.
for 2 years
and,
on set. I worked on like a lot of major features and a lot of television shows, and I did like basically if I worked 40 hours and every 2 hours I was on a different set, then I worked on a lot of different films.
Yeah, not all films are filmed next door to each
In
other.
all these films, is there a credit like when it comes after like assistant,
No.
assistant
I wouldn't.
director?
The only credits
Does
I
it
got
say
are the ones
barista?
that I was actually talent on. But no, the barista doesn't. The barista's attached to Crafty.
He's only a talent on one film.
Yeah,
The,
there was only one film. you
Yeah,
ever
one
talent.
film. How many
Yeah.
of you have?
Oh, I've never volunteered to be a featured extra in a film.
I'm not
yeah.
a featured extra.
What are you?
5 and under.
And how many lines did you say
In the shoot or in the final cut?
In the final cut.
in the final cut?
None.
what movie was that?
King of California.
Hey, when you made the
Costco employee
when
number one.
When you made the King of California, did someone bring you coffee?
Good
yes.
question.
Yeah, it was
Yeah. Someone made me coffee on the King of California. That's true.
That must have been a big day.
Yeah. Be on the other
That
side.
must have been.
that
like,
must have been a big hour.
I had my own honey wagon with Jason Hour written on the door and everything. It was
a
awesome.
honey wagon. You
Well,
crazy?
you know, my own little fucking.
You mean
changing room.
trailer?
You had a
Whatever.
trailer.
I mean trailer.
Yeah, I had a trailer.
Who calls it a honey wagon?
I don't know. people on set?
Have you ever heard it called a honey wagon?
No, I've worked on a couple of films.
I've been in TV
I've
shows.
never-
I've
Wait,
had
what is the honey wagon? No, the honey.
Another
Why
fact.
are you looking at me?
No. There's the honey wagons.
From now
all
on,
you guys out there, look it up.
I'm going to
Honey
use
wagon.
that term though every time I'm on a movie
don't do
set
anything
now.
Jason tells
Don't
you
do
to
anything I say.
Ray, from now on, intern, new job.
the honey wagons where you have
when we get the
conjugal visits
internet
at
up for the
prison.
next show, you're going to fact check everything he says.
Yeah.
Because we're going to prove that everything he says is wrong.
And the 10,000 films that comes out of long tail market theory. That's basically
What's long tail market theory?
It's a book I have right here that he didn't read. He just read the
I
synopsis.
skimmed it and started a company on it.
Since the recession, and everything, the film industry's gone to shit.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
there's no way there's 10,000 movies being made.
No, it's not.
That guy Neil Strauss is on
But
Love
that's
Line
the thing.
tonight.
In 2007, there were 10,000 feature-length films made in the United States.
Because no one listens to him anyways. You can.
No, I like this interaction. I think it's fun. I also like the fact that you guys have a camaraderie where you know they're fucking with you. And
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
I'm trying to build up his self-esteem a little more so he doesn't feel bad.
we know
did-
he's going to kill
No,
us. though.
but I think it's nice.
I want to
This is nice.
buy, just looking at the two of you sitting next to each other like that.
Get a photo of them, please.
I want to buy you matching outfits.
I would do that and go to Vegas. He can count the cards, and I can make a scene.
He's not magical. He can't read his fucking phone.
He's
His eyesight's so shit
be like
from,
this.
from algorithms.
he counts the cards and you make the coffee.
You could just run video and pull a frame from.
You tell me what the cards are, then I'll say 14% Jack.
Be honest. Do you love her? Do you think you love her?
Do you think you love Lilith?
Jesus Christ.
No, just be honest.
Now,
Do,
do
do-
you?
do you think you're in love with Elite?
No,
Do you think you could be in love with Elite?
possibly.
Do you think Elite could be in love with you?
I don't know.
If Lilith were in love with you, would you be in love with her?
If she said, Jason, I think I love you, would you go, I think I love you too?
Imagine you and me, and me and you.
I really do think she's too good for you.
And you're gonna die alone.
I
just
die
like me.
alone
So happy with
with the albino.
What's more insulting?
I can't see you doing anything with your life forevermore.
You got money, but nobody really likes you. It's all an act.
You cannot rhyme.
You don't have to rhyme in songs. That's just a cliche.
No wonder you've never become a professional musician.
I know.
Then.
We had this argument the other day. His Milan song had no rhyming in it, and he goes, you don't have to rhyme. I don't have to have rhymes. It's more folky.
Yeah. I like. You don't have to be funny in comedy. It's just a cliche.
Yeah.
Worked for some people.
Can you stop filming? Yeah. All right.
That's her job.
You notice how she was filming the both of us, but she kept the camera on me?
More importantly, Luke, when's the albino convention? We'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, next year.
Where?
Really?
St. Louis.
Let's open Vegas.
Nobody
They'll
else.
stand
here.
under the arch and
St.
signal the
Louis.
home planet.
What's the main city in St. Louis? That is the main city. What state's that in?
Missouri.
Missouri.
The gateway to the west.
Yeah, I understand that they're all going to a place that sounds like misery.
I thought it'd be in like.
Hey, you guys like that one. That's good. All right, albino. Do you want to close out the episode?
Yeah, Luke, you take us out.
You want to do the plugs? Tell us how we're supposed to do them.
Yeah, do it.
Hey,
All right, everybody visit JimandEddieTalkShit.com and hit the donate button, or call us.
you even sound white.
Call Eddie
Wait,
and say
can
you want to advertise.
Wait, Luke, can you ghetto it up so you don't sound so white?
Give us a, hey, man. Put on the fucking mum, man. Do a bit of that.
That's bad.
Yeah, but I'm white as well.
Hey, Lilith, come to JimandEddieTalkShit.com and hit the donate button, and then buy a T-shirt. and download Stitcher. Go to Stitcher.com or look for Stitcher on the App Store, and use promo code Jim and Eddie when you download it or whatever.
And you get a lot of nice gifts if you donate everything except for melanin.
How many big donations have you guys had? Like
Had a
the
few.
500 or thousands?
We have a couple guys supposedly giving 1,000. Give us 1,000. Give it to us. We need it. We need to buy shit.
Isn't that going to make Jim feel like
we still
now
have
you
not-
really
we-
have an obligation to
We
fulfill?
have still not broken even yet.
No, not even close.
We haven't broken even on all the old episodes.
Donate because bandwidth's on my credit card right now.
Yeah. Did I give you a special credit card? Because I got one for children
Hey, tell them
cancer.
about the apps though you're designing.
Oh yeah, so soon, whenever I can get through the Apple App Store, we'll have a iPhone app, and then we'll have an Android app.
We have our own app.
Yeah.
And you can't quit after that.
We can listen.
Which is easier to build, the Apple one or the Google
What a
one?
nerd question.
I think the Android one actually.
I just like to have facts for
No, I was
parties.
kind of curious about that too.
I like that. You're going to die alone. The fact that you thought that was a fact that you could call out at a party where some chick would go, "Oh."
No. I asked about the apps. That wasn't a fact. The other thing was a song between us.
What song? Oh, we were only having fun, but you had to get nasty in the song so that people didn't like me for my money. When
You
they
said that I
really-
was going to do anything with my whole life,
Yeah,
forever
but-
and ever.
Yeah, but I was telling the truth. You were just being nasty.
When is it all going to start happening for you?
I think they like you
Age
more for your
50?
talent than your money, right?
I think
What
so.
age?
Hey, I might be living the richest life already.
How?
I have
Really?
you in my life, Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh,
What more do I need?
a lot.
Because he has nothing, he has everything. He'll say something like
Yeah.
that. That won't
Yeah.
make
He
sense.
talks biblically.
Free.
Here's what I really want to know. So after we split, when this is over, where are you going to go?
I don't know.
Like, are you going to crash here?
No,
No, I
he
have
sleeps
I
in the
have
massage table in his studio.
Yeah, I have a little studio.
But how do
down
you pay the
beach.
rent on the studio?
That's a great
That's what I'm
question.
wondering.
I walk
Great
dogs. I
question.
watch people's houses.
sells pot.
Oh, you sell
No,
pot?
I don't. No, I don't. I can't. In this, you cannot sell weed now.
But do
and
you
even
sell pot?
hope
Because
to
I have
even
some
make
friends
any
that want to
money.
buy some pot.
Yeah, go to
Seriously.
the store and they'll charge you way less than any drug dealer can give you the weed for.
So what you should do is buy it from the store.
Yeah.
And then
What
drug
store
deal
do
it
I
from
go
there.
to buy pot? Because I don't.
There's two right here. There's
But I have to
two
get.
over
Then I have
there.
to get one of those pot
Yeah, you gotta
cards.
get your card. Yeah.
I don't. But it's not for me. I don't want it.
Why?
I just want to buy it from you.
Nah,
Then I'll give it to my friends who want it.
that's illegal.
Dude, this conversation's freaking me out now.
He's so
when did the new
difficult.
morality just come into this?
Yeah, he's so difficult.
It's not. It's not morality. It's liability.
Mike, do you have anything you want to plug?
No, thank you. But I
Wait,
appreciate
wait.
you guys letting me come and hang
No,
out.
but you
you
do
ever
the
wear-
Love Line after show, don't
Yeah.
you?
Love Line.
When are you getting me back on Love
Mike.com.
Lines? I always do well on Love Lines.
Probably this week, hopefully.
Psycho Mike was on TMZ last night.
What was he doing?
He was just looking good.
He
I went to
does
a
look
wedding
good.
with him on Saturday.
He
and
He's
just
a
Drew.
damn
looks-
good-looking
he just
man,
looks
isn't he?
super good looking guy.
He just looks good, Psycho
Yeah.
Mike.
And I do videos for Adam Carolla.
Okay, so what's the Love Line after
You know
show?
what? You can just go to MikeCarano.com if anyone cares.
How do you spell that?
Carano.
Okay.
It's got a link to all my Corolla stuff. And, all
And
that
I'll
other
be in
bullshit.
Sacramento right now. But buy tickets to see me at Club Nokia in November and the Wilbur Theatre in August in Boston.
And Eddie's going to be at Nokia with you.
And you can buy tickets from me. I'll be at the Stress Factory in New Jersey, and I'm going to be at the Laughing Skull in Atlanta, and back on the road.
And I'd like to give a shout out to the two girls who come and see us all the time whenever we're in LA. They came along, they gate crashed the Little People's Convention. That's true commitment. Well
And
done.
creepy.
Yeah.
Jason, anything you'd like to plug?
No.
If you
What
got
about the hourofpower.com?
Well, you know what?
If you got nothing to
go to
plug.
hourofpower.com and check out the fake book. It's pretty goddamn funny.
Power.com. That did make me laugh. Did you come up with the joke? Who came up with the joke?
That would be Luke the albino.
Well
came up
done,
with it.
Luke. Very funny.
You know, all the way to the store and back, I was bitching at him for telling you about the URL.
No, I think
you
that's
fucking
funny.
told him that shit. I had big plans.
Hey, Luke.
I was going to surprise Eddie with this awesome shit.
Luke, when you have a good idea like that, you glow.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you guys for letting me hang out.
Talking shit.